Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 7 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 10 touchdowns on the season. When anyone scored that many times, as a former defender, I know exactly what you're talking about before the game. Key on him. Don't let him get in the end zone today, guys. Let's keep him out of there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Excellent coverage on that play from Sidney Jones.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce. And
this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Lock. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. DK DK Metcalf. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 35 on second down, Lawrence rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's number 1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You can almost almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Cochran. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now to the air. Locke buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Tucker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Dances by him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cochran. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Rolling to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Locke's throw caught here by Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin out west at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Michael Carter accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Curtis Samuel, 90 yards receiving there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. A touchdown run there for Leonard Fournette. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go.
Right at the 30. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones to about the 33-yard line. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On play action, Locke. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Locke off of play action. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Play action. Now it's Locke.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
A good pickup there, a 22. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Able to find Lazard. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Boyle here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now Lawrence to Boyle here over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's got it.
And the Jaguars are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Carson is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Lock going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Darrell Taylor in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cochran. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Now Lawrence. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot now for Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll lose an important one here as that drop